Ladies and gentlemen, at this time, direct your attention to center court for the award ceremony. Norman Powell. Fred VanVleet. Marc Gasol. Let's hear it for the NBA champions!
Welcome, everybody, to the day we've all been looking forward to. The start of a new NBA season on 2K Sports. Kevin Harlan here with Greg Anthony and a pair of Hall of Famers with us, Doris Burke and David Aldridge. Here's the starting group for Houston. Tucker and Capella are up front. Westbrook and Harden, the dynamite pair, they're the backcourt. And it's Gordon in at the small forward position. And for Toronto, Siakam at power forward with Gasol at center. And VanVleet out there with Lowry, and it's Powell in at the 3. Well, the one thing I love seeing in these early games, seeing the wrinkles that the stars have added, the new technique or the new move they've added, Doris, during their games they played over the summer.
It feels, Kevin, like if you are not improving over the summer in the NBA, you are falling behind. Case in point, right, is the big men in the NBA. Look at guys like Brook Lopez and Marc Gasol, now able to stretch their game out to three-point territory. So important to keep growing.
And it's Capella missing.
Great rim protection to prevent him from converting. Beautiful.
And the basket by Lowry.
Some guys, Kevin, just have a knack to get to the cup. Kyle Lowry's all about being aggressive and assertive.
Harden with it. Now guarded by Siakam. They get the rebound. Capella. It's another look. And Gasol sends it back. Siakam against Westbrook. Outside Lowry. And a miss there on the triple. The Rockets have gone 0 of 4, missing their first 4 field goals here. Here's Gordon. Here's Capella. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
And you don't ever want to get into the habit of letting the offense get to the rim.
It's his first trip to the line.
And a boon it was for the Rockets to be able to keep Clint Capella. A great fit with the team and gives them exactly what they need on the interior.
That one falls, so he hits both of them. And Greg Capella, who was taken near the end of the first round back in 2014 in the draft, has developed well during his time with Houston.
And Capella's game has really taken off in the last few seasons. He looks to be a double-double machine for this team for the next handful of years, and that is exactly what they need.
Here's Westbrook following the basket by Marc Gasol. And the dunk by Capella.
It'd be nice if everybody took as much pride in his rebounding as he does.
You know what, Greg, he loves that part of the game, and it shows.
Well, but as defenders keep forgetting to box him out, he continues to just make them pay.
Siakam misses. 1:09 left in the first. For three, Westbrook drills the three-pointer.
And this is the problem now. Westbrook converting from the perimeter consistently. Good luck checking him.
Got a piece of it. It's stolen by Capella. Harden with it. Gasol covering. Wasted no time on that one.
Well, he knew what he wanted to do there. Uses that height to get a clean look over the smaller defender.
Van Vliet finds Gasol. Back to Van Vliet. Can they get it? That shot, no good. Good D by Harden. To the inside. And Westbrook gets it to go on the assist from Harden. Westbrook's got 5.
Boy, you love what this guy is doing right now. He's taking smart shots, shooting a high percentage, starting to cook.
Siakam passes to Gasol. Now Powell. Shot clock at 6. Looking for Gasol. He gets it there. Bank shot. No good. Now here's Westbrook. Misses from short range. And that does it for the first quarter. Rockets lead by 7. We'll be back shortly, live from Toronto. A unique upbringing for Clint Capella. Spent years in a welfare orphanage in Switzerland. He said he never imagined he'd come this far.
Even as a kid, I wasn't even dreaming about that far. I always said it's even past my dreams. I mean, now I'm just living the moment, trying to work hard as I can, and just enjoy the present. Enjoy the present.
Just an inspiring story, Greg. It gives you perspective on why you should be grateful for everything you have.
Kevin, without a doubt, Capella's upbringing helped shape him, and the hard work he continues to put in is really admirable.
And for those of you just tuning in, the second quarter of action is where we're at right now. And guys, for the Rockets, what jumps out to you from a numbers standpoint?
They set a physical tone in the first, and that really showed on the backboard.
I think it's why they hold the lead here early, because they're controlling the flow of the game with those second chance opportunities.
They've got Lowry, Anunoby out there with Hollis Jefferson. Then it's Ibaka, and it's McCaw in at the shooting guard. So that's the 5 in the game for Toronto. Who are some of the up-and-coming shooting guards in the league that you have noticed have got a very high ceiling?
Well, I'm going to mention 2 guys who I think could be considered combo guards who can play 1 or 2, and who I think their organizations are still trying to figure out their best position. But 2 of the most dominant young guards in the league who are going to be a problem for over a decade, Devin Booker and Donovan Mitchell. Both guys can create their own shot. Both can get off the dribble drive. Both could light you up for over 50 a night. Devin and Donovan, 2 names to keep an eye on.
Rockets leading by 5. In the corner, Harden knocks down the 3 ball. Harden's got 5.
Well, the coaching staff loves seeing this kind of playmaking from Austin Rivers, the willingness to share the basketball.
Here's Anunoby. Uses the glass to finish the layup.
I'll tell you, sometimes it's easier to hit the target with a bounce pass. That's perfectly done.
Rockets have gone 1 of 3 to start out the second quarter. Here's Harden, and denied. He sends it right off the glass. Here is House. He's been patient so far. Nothing on the scoreboard yet. Again, the miss by Harden.
Boy, what a nightmare quarter for this guy. He's playing right into the hands of the defense at this point.
McCaw, the pass to Ibaka. And Ibaka slams it in.
Well, let's remember, at his size, this is a very mobile 4. He can stretch the defense, and in this instance, just does some work in the pick and roll.
Harden kicks to Green. Here's Hollis Jefferson, guarded by Green. Basket counts.
Well, it doesn't get much easier than that. Even a decent shooter is going to make that with no pressure.
Lowry against Rivers. Another miss by Houston. And so Ibaka will bring it up for the Toronto Raptors. In the second quarter, they've given up just 3 points. Throws down the alley-oop slam.
Some of that is about the chemistry that Rondé Hollis Jefferson has with his teammates, right? It's infectious when you share the basketball.
Harden with it. He has 5. It'll count. And that would have counted, but his shot was off the mark this time. And so it's tied as we head to halftime. And we'll be back for the second half following the break. Keep it right here on 2K.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Ernie Johnson here with Shaq and Kenny. The first quarter was a difficult one for Toronto. They struggled to find an offensive rhythm or come up with enough stops and sunk into a 7-point hole by the end of the period. They came out on the second. That about wraps it up. Time now for the second half of the game.
And we've got second half action for you. Thus far, a pretty evenly contested game. Toronto shooting well, 50% from the floor. And on the floor for Mike D'Antoni starting the second half. Harden and Gordon are out on the wings. Tucker and Capella are up front. And it's Westbrook in at the 1 spot. Gasol dishes to Lowry. Van Vliet passes to Powell. 5 to shoot. For the lead. Good work defensively by Capella.
Boy, that's the kind of look this offense is designed to create. That's just a tough miss.
And Toronto choosing their team name back in '94. The fans helped them narrow it down, and with dinosaurs all over the silver screen, it helped tilt things towards the Raptors.
And we all remember those early uniforms, those giant velociraptors across the front. Fortunately, they've toned it down a bit since then.
Siakam lets it go from the baseline and nails it. Siakam's got the lead up to 2 now for the Raptors. And the Rockets with possession here. Harden outside. Stolen by Van Vliet. Here's Powell. Gasol trying to free himself up. Rockets with the rebound. Capella's got 11 rebounds in the game. Here's Westbrook. It's hauled in by the Raptors. Siakam's got 4 rebounds now tonight. Pass to Powell. Just over a minute and a half have passed here in the third quarter. Here's Gasol. And it's James Harden with the rebound. And for Houston, they're shooting a putrid 25% from the field. Poor shot selection all around.
As he enters his mid-30s, Marc Gasol showing no signs of slowing down. If anything, I think he's a better all-around basketball player.
Van Vliet looking around. Good D by Harden.
Well, that's a case where a guy's trying to make a play, trying to take it up strong, but the defense was ready.
Oh, a nice defensive play to disrupt the alley-oop. Now here's Van Vliet, guarded by Harden. Pass to Lowry. Back to Siakam. Outside Gasol. Fires the 3. And the rebound goes to the Rockets.
The game has been very close in a lot of areas, but rebounding has been the one differentiator thus far.
And Fred Van Vliet is going to pick up a foul. That is his first foul of the game. "16 seconds left in the third quarter of the game. And here's Rivers. He's gotten some minutes, but nothing on the board yet. Can they get it? And he got that one up in time, but doesn't go in. And we just finished the third quarter, and we've got a tight ball game here. Toronto ahead, up by 2. And we'll have the start of the fourth quarter for you as soon as we get back from this short break. And now we have a moment to reveal our State Farm assist of the game.
And I'm glad this was the pick because I love this pass. Such a great dish. That's what I call court vision.
Well, making the game easy for your teammates, Greg. All about putting them in a position to score. That's pretty.
And with 3 quarters behind us, we start the 4th quarter in what is still anybody's ball game. A moment now to reset the lineups, brought to us by Gatorade, all fueled up here for the 4th quarter. Setting the floor for the Raptors. They've got McCaw. Baca is out there with Anunoby. Then it's Fred VanVleet, and it's Hollis Jefferson in at the 3. The pass to Ibaka. Here's Hollis Jefferson. Back to Ibaka. Over Gordon. Just 4 to shoot. Ibaka, no luck.
Well, that's a blown defensive coverage, but it doesn't matter. He cannot answer the bell.
Gordon finds Westbrook to take the lead. And it's VanVleet with the rebound.
It's almost like he's trying to make things hard on himself. You know, he's just got to slow the game down, try to get some easy ones.
Passes it to McCaw. And he hits it just before the shot clock expires. McCaw has got the lead up to 4 now for the Raptors. And here's Westbrook. He'll bring it up for the Rockets. They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've gone a long time without a bucket.
Looking to get it going. The shot, no good. Toronto leading by 4. Pass to Hollis Jefferson. No good there. For Houston, they've gone 0 of 3 to start the 4th quarter. Here's Rivers, and then Rivers with the dunk.
Well, you love to see Austin Rivers attack. This guy has the frame and the game to make the dribble drive.
And the Raptors call time here. They're up by 2. 1:21 left in the 4th quarter. And now we present our Jordan Player of the Game.
And his percentage from the field tonight seems almost made up. I didn't think it was possible to have that kind of success shooting the basketball. You need a little bit of luck, a bunch of hard work, and a whole lot of talent.
Catching up on the changes for Toronto. Siakam is checked in for Anunoby. Norman Powell comes in for Rondé Hollis-Jefferson. And Kyle Lowry subbed in for Patrick McCaw. And on our sideline, our reporter, David Aldridge.
Kevin, I was able to listen in on what Nick Nurse told his team. He knows this has been a hard-fought game, and he wanted his guys to just sit down and catch their breath. He said, look, we're right in the game, guys. Let's make a little push here. Let's come out with some bite. Kevin?
Thank you, David. And he cannot get the first one to drop. Tough one to miss.
So, Kevin, Russell Westbrook wins the 2017 MVP award. Does he relax and rest on his laurels? Heck no. This guy is just striving for greatness. I love it.
Marc Gasol's checked in for Serge Ibaka. And he ends up making the second, and that narrows the gap to 1. In Toronto, they've gone 1 of 4 since the end of the 3rd quarter. Lowry for 3. The shot, no good. The Rockets go the other way with it. Near the 3-point line, it's Westbrook. Tries to save it, and that one goes out of bounds. Last touch by Westbrook. What a big possession right here.
No doubt about it, guys. The tension is palpable.
Pass to Gasol. Shoots over Capella. And again, Toronto, no luck.
You can't look at the result of that shot. They'll take that whenever they get it.
And they should, because it's when you start turning down that kind of look that your offense can start to bog down a bit.
And how sweet a play was that?
As sweet as it gets. An exquisite pass to set up the powerful alley-oop dunk. Toronto calls timeout. They're down by 1. There's 25 seconds left to play here in the fourth. 1 second separating the shot clock and game clock. Right side Lowry. From downtown. Misses the tray. And an intentional foul right there.
Honestly, just doing what they have to in order to get the basketball back.
He hits the first one, and that will put them up by 2.
And the way Harden plays the game, incredible. So much energy and really as creative as they come.
And so both free throws are good, and it's a 3-point game.
Well, those are essential free throws to make a 3-point lead. It's going to take something from long range now to tie this game.
Lowry kicks to Van Vliet to stop the run. He's off from 3. And that's an intentional foul.
You have to foul, but I'm sure they would have liked to foul someone different.
He drops the first one, and that gives them a 4-point cushion. And he hits both free throws here. So now it's a 5-point game.
Well, this trip to the line should seal the deal. Amazing job.
So we see the Rockets get the win here. This was a hard-fought, well-earned victory for them, Greg. They really had to work for this win.
That's a good point. I mean, weaker teams might have buckled at the end with the crowd amped up, everyone in the building kind of rooting against you, but they stood tall and pulled it out.
Well said. And a chance now to send it